Libsyn5's alive, the latest from our daily newsletter at podnews.net. Libsyn has put their new user interface, Libsyn5, live to all users. The new interface is easier to use and features social scheduling and support of the locked tag. Podcasting in China is not that popular yet, but things are changing, according to head of capital markets for Lizhu, Effie Kang, speaking to the Podland podcast.
The lower penetration rate in China also indicates a growth potential in the future. And recent years, we are seeing an increasing penetration rate for the online audio as well as the podcast in China.
She sees more connected devices, 5G, and increasing use in car as being opportunities for more audio consumption. There's a full interview in the Podland podcast today. Just search for Podland in your favourite podcast app. Audacy's Cadence 13 has partnered with an anonymous Instagram account for a new podcast. The Insta account is celebrity gossip account De Moi, and the new show is De You. De Moi? De You. Disgraceland creator and host Jake Brennan produces a list of podcasts to listen to on the Pocket Casts blog. We link to that today. ABC News has launched a Good Morning America Apple Podcasts channel and 3 new podcasts. And in Canada, Patterson Media's Everything Podcasts Limited has launched Snapcasts. What's a Snapcast, I hear you ask? Well, you're probably listening to one. They're 5 to 8 minute podcasts. They give clients a, quote, dynamic, cost-efficient audio content alternative. And in People News, Arif Noorani, executive producer of CBC Podcasts, is no longer. He's been promoted to director of the division. Jill Peterson is the new host of Slate's queer podcast Outward. She's a professor of transgender history, politics and culture at Johns Hopkins and an author. And Christina Carlett, or Carlet perhaps. She's been hired by Spotify as international sales chief. She was at Yahoo. And in podcast news, Podcasting Smarter. Podbean's podcast is getting relaunched for 2022. We're promised short weekly episodes and a longer monthly show. And Sports Illustrated Weekly is new from iHeartRadio and Sports Illustrated. It's hosted by John Gonzalez, a senior writer for Sports Illustrated and former podcast host at The Ringer. And that's the latest from our newsletter. For all the links, we're at podnews.net.